I used to think Roblox was a joke. Not in a funny way either. I mean, I really looked at it like it was this little kid's corner of the internet, blocky characters, loud thumbnails, random games with names that sounded like somebody made them during lunch break. And I thought that meant it did not count. I thought it was not real gaming, which is crazy now because the truth is, I was not judging Roblox. I was judging the people who loved it. And I had not even given it a real chance. I had this picture in my head. Roblox was for kids. Roblox was just roleplay games. Roblox was just people running around as bacon-haired characters screaming in a chat box. And I would see clips of it online and kind of laugh. Like, people are really spending hours on this? Yeah, they were. And I was spending my time acting like I was too good to find out why. That is the part that is embarrassing. Not that I did not like it at first. You do not have to like everything. It is that I made up my mind before I even stepped inside. I was one of those people who needed something to look serious before I could respect it. Good graphics, big budget, a famous name behind it, a trailer with dramatic music. I needed it to look expensive. Meanwhile, there were people inside Roblox making games, building worlds, learning how to design things, learning how to compete, learning how to create something out of nothing. And I was looking at the blocky characters like that was the whole story. That was all I could see. Then I actually started playing. And it didn't happen in some big movie moment. Nobody sat me down and changed my life. I just gave it a real shot. I clicked into games that I would have ignored before. I tried competitive games. I tried games that were funny for no reason. I tried games that were way more intense than I expected. Then I found Hypershot. And that was kind of the crack. Because I went in expecting something simple, maybe a few easy rounds, maybe something I would play once and forget about. Then I started getting smoked, like badly. People were moving different, their aim was sharp, they knew the maps, they knew what weapons to use, they were sliding around corners, making plays, and I'm just sitting there realizing, oh, people are taking this seriously. Not because someone told them to, because they genuinely care. That changed something for me. It is easy to dismiss something when you only see it from the outside. From the outside, a game can look childish. From the inside, you see the skill. You see the people who have put in hours. You see the moments where someone pulls off something crazy and everybody in the lobby reacts. You see people trying to get better. And you see people just laughing with their friends after a terrible round. And honestly, that is gaming. That has always been gaming. Not the graphics, not the price tag, not whether some older guy online says it is real. Gaming is getting pulled into something. It is losing track of time because you want one more match. It is falling over and over, then finally getting it right. It is finding a game at random and realizing somebody somewhere had an idea in their head and actually made it real enough for you to step into it. That is what I was missing. Roblox has so much stuff in it that it almost feels impossible to explain until you play it. There are games made for people who want to compete. Games made for people who just want to chill. Games that are scary for no reason. Games that are ridiculous in the best way. Games that make you wonder how somebody even thought of that idea. And that is where I started feeling stupid for writing it off. Because I was not seeing it as a kid's game. I was seeing imagination without permission. People did not wait for a giant studio to tell them their idea was worth making. They made it anyway. Somebody had a weird idea. Somebody had a funny idea. Somebody wanted to build something their friends would play. And now, millions of people can jump into it. That is not small. That is not fake. That is kind of beautiful. And yeah, a lot of young people are on Roblox. That used to be the reason I dismissed it. Now, I think it is one of the reasons I respect it more. Because young people are not just sitting there watching everything happen anymore. Some of them are building the things everybody is playing. Some of them are learning what works, what does not, what keeps people coming back, what makes a game feel alive. That is a different kind of creativity. And maybe I was too old in my mindset to see it first. Not old in age, old in the way I thought. I had this weird gatekeeping mentality where I thought things only mattered if they look the way I expected them to look. Like, fun had to come packaged in a certain way. Like, talent had to wear a certain uniform. Like, a game had to be made by a huge company before it deserved respect. That is not being smart. That is just being closed off. And I think a lot of us do that. Not just with Roblox, with music, with people, with new ideas, with everything we do not understand right away. We see something that was not made for us, and instead of getting curious, we get defensive. We call it cringe. We call it stupid. We call it childish. Because it is easier than admitting maybe we do not get it yet. Maybe we are scared to look uncool for trying. Maybe we are scared somebody younger than us has already found something we missed. I definitely was. I wanted to be right more than I wanted to be curious. And that will make you miss a lot. I am not saying Roblox is perfect. Nothing is. There are bad games. There are copy and paste games. There are moments where you can tell somebody made something just to chase attention. But that does not erase the good stuff. It does not erase the games that surprise you. It does not erase the people who are genuinely talented. It does not erase the feeling of finding something you never expected to enjoy. I think that is why I wanted to make this video. Not because Roblox needs me to defend it. It does not. And not because I suddenly have to pretend I have always been a fan. I have not. I judged it. I laughed at it. I barely understood it. Then I gave it a chance, and it proved me wrong. That is it. Sometimes, growth is not this huge dramatic speech. Sometimes it is just you sitting there, controller in your hand, realizing you were wrong about something. Realizing there was a whole world there the entire time. You just never bothered to look. I thought Roblox was beneath me. Turns out, I was just not looking deep enough.